Hey guys, okay, I wasn't going to make another video, I promise, but I could not just ignore this. So, I was listening to a video of Brother Tyler. I'll put it up here, I'll put his channel name up here. But he was telling of a dream he had of two moons and a forest of trees. And he went on to say that stars were like exploding, and he knew that the rapture was imminent, basically. And I just couldn't ignore this. I don't know if you guys remember 2 videos back of mine when I was talking about the last day of the Feast of Wine, okay? I showed a picture of a calendar, and I put that same calendar up here, and there were these arrows, as you can see, and one of those arrows mentioned a super blue moon, pointing to the last day of the Feast of Wine. So how this relates to Tyler's dream? So basically a supermoon is when the moon's closest to Earth, and it's normally the biggest, okay? So if you're going to show perspective of something, like if I had, say I was selling a spoon, let me just take this spoon for instance, like say I've got a spoon like this that I'm selling on eBay or something, and I want to show its size, okay? I put it next to maybe a coin, so you could see its size in relation to the coin. Well, how better to show a super moon than to put a small moon against a big moon? How better? You can see that it's a super moon, right? So that's one tick in the box, okay? And then the 2 moon story. So basically the Israelites use a monthly calendar, which means that there is 1 moon a month, because it's based on a moon cycle, 1 full moon a month, okay? That's why they call it a moons. So, I don't know if that's the real reason, but you can think of it like that. It's a moons, so 1 moon a month. But because we use the Gregorian calendar, there are times where we actually get 2 moons in 1 month, right? And we call that a blue moon. If you do a search through YouTube of all the people who have had 2 moon rapture dreams, you'll be amazed. So this is God sending a message to his people. So Tyler has this dream of 2 moons, and he's not sure of the meaning, okay? And there's a very good argument that what God's trying to call out there is that it's a super moon, and because there's 2 moons, it's also a blue moon. And on the last day of the Feast of Wines, there is a super blue moon, as per my calendar, and I didn't even talk about it or mention it. I guess God purposely did that because he only wanted me to bring it up now, because I'll tell you something else, another confirmation. So I personally have had a dream of a rapture, okay? And it was a picture of my wife and I sitting on top of a mountain, and we were watching the sun about to rise. And we both knew that as soon as the sun came up, as soon as we saw the sun, the rapture would take place in that split second. And it was such a warm, calming feeling, relaxed feeling. And in my dream, it's like the sun came up, and the camera that was filming my wife and I, if you can just picture us sitting on the edge of the mountain, zoomed back, and we were no longer there. And then I woke up. So it turns out, okay, I was born in South Africa. We spent 25 years in the UK, and when we moved there, we like immigrated there. I wasn't thinking ever of coming back. And all my kids were born in the UK. And for certain reasons, we ended up coming back to South Africa. And we moved into South Africa, into a place called Cape Town. I'm sure you guys have heard of it. Now, I've never stayed in Cape Town, not even when I was living in South Africa. I think I might have visited Cape Town maybe once on a business trip. Got no family in Cape Town. But nonetheless, we ended up coming to Cape Town for various reasons. I'm not going to go into the reasons why, okay? Because they're not relevant. The fact of the matter is we moved to a town that is known by the mountain. And I want you guys to see the symbology there. So my wife and I moved to a town, Cape Town, that's known by a mountain called Table Mountain. Talk about God preparing a table for us in the midst of our enemies. Table Mountain, okay? And my rapture dream was about my wife and I sitting on this mountain and watching the sunrise. I don't know if you guys can see the symbology, and knowing that the rapture was going to happen that day when the sun came up. So, in other words, you could even see it as like the next day, if you use like a Jewish mindset. So, here I am, day before the last day of the Feast of Wine, randomly stumbling on Tyler's video that shows me that it's a super blue moon, is the sign before the rapture, knowing that tomorrow is a super blue moon, knowing that I'm near a mountain, knowing that I've told my wife all this, so she knows about it. Now this all, guys, could be coincidence, okay? It all could be just coincidence. Or the dream could be maybe for another day. You know, it might not be for tomorrow. It might be another super blue moon somewhere else down the line. I mean, if we look at the Revelation 12 sign, okay, I believe that was a 7-year sign. So coming up to 23rd of September. But I thought I could not tell you guys about this, because it's freaking me out, man. It's freaking me out. But anyway, heads up, guys. Jesus is coming soon, nonetheless, okay? But I just thought I'd put it out there. Thanks. And see you in the air. See you in the clouds. Bye.